A long, long time ago, in a far, far away place called Blackistan, there were wars, and these conflicts were called the Blackistan Wars. And throughout these wars, there arose a man of royal lineage, and his name was BenjaminDeSouza. He brought forth a sword that will shine light in darkness, free the captive minds, and bring truth and justice. His eyes glimmered like ember. His skin was like fine burnished steel, and as he walked, behind him he left a glistening wake. This is the story of BenjaminDeSouza, the Prince and the Warlord.
Go ahead, Benjamin.
Can I speak to
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Mic check. Well, thank you, Nick, for allowing me to speak. I would like to speak to what Mr. RJ was talking about how the mother was aiding and abetting the fuckery and whatnot, and how the men were derelict in their masculinity by corralling said fuckery. That is what I like to call the matriarchy. It's similar to have you ever seen the movie The Alien? You got the queen alien, and then all the other drones protect her and whatnot. That's what we have going on in the black community, and it's like this. They have this complex about black men that we're this sort of a boogeyman and whatnot. I call that the color purple complex, and they view us solely as labor and just an enforcement arm and whatnot. So the mother will give bad information and give bad advice to the daughter to do nefarious things to her partner. And then the father sit back and not let the shit, and not correct the shit. While simultaneously, if you bring it to him, and if you bring your problems to other men, even within other men within your own family, they will automatically put all of the blame and the responsibility at your feet. They will say, well, the reason why she's acting like this is because you're not fucking her good enough, or you're not making enough money, or you're not spending enough time with her, or nigga, you ain't created the world in 6 days and rested on the 7th. You know what I mean? Like, it's they and how they do this is they set an astronomical standard for us that nobody can live up to. Like, you got to be Idris Elba with the intelligence of Einstein, the industriousness of Steve Jobs, and you got to be able to fight like Michael Jai White. Like, you got to be super nigga, and we can't be super nigga. So we always are gonna fall short for this ridiculous standard that they set, and they use that, us falling short to this Jesus Christ type of standard that they set for us. They use that as justification to mistreat us. And then the men, the derelict, effete males who make excuses for this behavior, they'll make it seem like, well, it's your fault, man. You not doing enough. And then we work ourselves into an early grave by trying to live up to this unattainable image, this unattainable ideal. Now, be very careful for the brothers who have daughters, because these are the guys who, at best, if they have daughters, they'll try to get it to where it's a matriarchal dynamic so that their daughters can be in control, or at the very least, they'll have it to where it'll be a egalitarian standard to where both have 50-50 say. But here's the problem. Women like to call shots, but they never like to take responsibility for anything, for any decision that they make, good or well. They like to take credit for the good shit, but when shit go bad, they don't want to take responsibility for that. So with that, they are incapable of leading. Egalitarianism doesn't work. Matriarchy doesn't work, because they're automatically going to push the blame and the responsibility off on the people who they're co-cabining, who they're running the shit with, or who they subjugated, i.e. the man. They're automatically gonna put the responsibility off on him. So that shit is mute. Any man talking this matriarchy shit, promoting that, or that egalitarian shit, You are derelict in your masculinity. You deserve no space amongst real men to have these discussions. Go play patty cake with the bitches and go paint their toenails and shit. And you can have a girls' night in watching fucking 90s chick flicks and gossiping and giggling and shit. But when we're talking about the family structure, it's man, woman, child, period. And what we have in the black community is we have matriarchal women gaming up their little matriarchal facsimiles of their daughters and their nieces, and then you have derelict men allowing the shit to go down right up under their nose.
Damn.